Yes. Sorry, we just started into this song and we found out that there was a better version. So we're talking
That's
amongst
all on me,
ourselves.
folks.
That's all good. Doesn't matter. Um, so I'm Danny Lee, OGT. That's my partner in crime over there is OGL
I am OGL
Schmidt,
Schmidt.
and we are custom creator. And I have we started this Nightwish journey as a like turn the tables type deal where I would give him a Tool song and he would give me a Nightwish song. We'd react to them because coincidentally, our favorite two bands are pretty much the bands that, all in all, pretty much dominate reaction channels. That's Nightwish, who definitely does. They have more reactions than any other band, and they have the most reacted to song of any other band, which is, correct me if I'm wrong,
Ghost Love Score.
Ghost Love Score, yes.
Yes, sir.
And they have deserved every bit of it. And Tool is the band that has the most creators who have end up doing their entire discography from beginning to end because obsessive Tool fans won't let them rest. So,
And the band's music is fascinating enough where people want to hear. The
yeah,
reactors want to hear the entire thing. So Tool definitely deserves that as well.
yeah. So that didn't work as far as trying to cross genre it or whatever. So we are still doing Tool reactions. We're still doing Nightwish reactions. But the point was, we started to do the entire discography of Nightwish, and we done the first album, and we done the second album, Oceanborn, and we started on Wishmaster. And I think that is when we done the Alone cover with Floor Jansen, and then Nightwish has been Floor from then on. We've done a few. We've done a duet with her and Taria. We also done a solo of Taria in the Metal Church singing
Sleeping
um,
Sun.
Sleeping Sun. I always want to say She Is My Sin, but that's not it. Sleeping
A lot
Sun.
of S's.
It really messed me up your poem, but but so yeah, I am very familiar with Taria and Nightwish. I, however, have not ever seen Nightwish live outside of the Wacken Festival, 2014 or 13. Not sure, one or the other. And which is what we've done all the floor reactions from for Nightwish. And I have never seen Taria live other than the duet with Floor and the Sleeping Sun rendition from the Metal Church. So this is the first time I'll ever see Taria. This is the first time I will see Taria and Nightwish together on stage live, and this is the first time I have seen Nightwish on stage live without Floor or outside any festival other than the Wacken concert.
So right now we have a tale of two legendary concerts from Nightwish. The one that we've been doing, the Wacken Festival, that's Floor's debut with the band. Uh, we basically kicked off the Wishmaster album with She Is My Sin, the performance from Wacken, which was awesome. So the second legendary concert is End of an Era. And whereas Wacken was Floor's debut, this was Tarya's swan song with the band. Um, she was fired shortly after this concert via letter. So it's a bittersweet monument, I guess, for Nightwish fans because the concert is great, the band in top form, but it was the band was never going to be the same after that. So this took place in Helsinki, Finland, in October 2005. And the song we're going to be doing, we're going to be continuing our journey through the Wishmaster album with the title track, Wishmaster. This is a song it's basically about the power of fantasy. The Wishmaster basically being the author, the creator, someone who can sort of grant wishes for people via art. Um, the lyrics heavily reference the Lord of the Rings and Dragonlance novel series. So to the uninitiated, they may seem like just sort of random images and gibberish, but they are actually referencing specific things. And yeah, Wishmaster was my first ever Nightwish album. It holds a close place in my heart. And obviously, I've heard the song so many times. I have End of an Era on DVD, so I'm definitely going to be leaving the reacting to my friend Annie Lee OGT. I'm going to be here to sort of jam along, put in my 2 cents every now and then, and sort of be there to answer any questions. But yeah, it's I wish seems like we're coming at Nightwish from a number of different angles, but they're a great band and worth the effort.
So, just between me and you, we don't have to give no answers. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So, Adam Jones would be a Wishmaster.
Yes, I wish someone would make a sound with a guitar that sounded like something being sucked into a black hole. Adam's like, "Your wish is my command." Boom.
Well, I mean, all the Universal Studio work is
But that too, shit.
making your
I keep forgetting that. Yeah, he's a Wishmaster. He's an elite tier Wishmaster.
look up Tool guitar player, Universal Studios special effects. All right, let's get into Nightwish and yeah, man, let's jam. I'm ready. Marco. Ooh, yeah, gotta have the flames. I think something I've noticed. I just noticed why my volume's not all that damn high because it's turned way down. But I'm gonna leave it where it's at for this, or it's gonna be way louder for y'all. I said in the Floor and Tarja duet, which was what was it, Ujiel?
Over the hills and far away.
Okay, so I say in that video that Floor has a much more natural stage presence, and I think by the end of that video, I am saying that I think it's more. Floor has a more natural rhythm about her period than Tarja. Tarja is more of an unnatural movements as far as dance or as far as swaying or whatever you want to call it. I'm not one to knock it because my singer Maynard has the weirdest dance you've ever seen in your life, and I'm not promoting to weird. The man has the weirdest fucking movement ever. Pause. So here's the weirdness of my singer, Tool. First of all, he's blue. He's naked, pretty much. He's screaming die. And me and Greg call this the chicken dance. Yeah, he's feeling himself there. So he's a little weird, okay? So taking nothing away from Tarja. Thank you. So, would never take us away from a recording to look at Maynard, but I thought there was no way to describe the weirdness of the way he moves. So with Floor and Taria, I see Floor is just a more natural in her fluidity in her movements than Taria. I've always wondered how Taria's stage presence could stack up next to all of the things Floor has to offer, but I see it. It's just a different sort of way. It's in a theatrical kind of way. And I dig that too, because I very much love the work that Taria has done with Nightwish. And that was how I was introduced to Nightwish, was through Taria. So that's back when I still called her Tarja. So again, sorry to take the spotlight off of anyone here in the band, but to watch Maynard move is entertaining in itself because he is a weirdo.
The chicken dance must be seen.
Yeah. All right, so let's go back just a little. So I like the way she bounces around. It's very different. It's very playful and yeah. So I'm going to unhook my big screen. I hope this doesn't mess with us. All right, should be back like we never left. You
Right.
get that little inside joke there, OGL.
I do.
And yeah, what do you have, Dad? Bud? I don't think the Nightwish people are near as uptight as the Tool Army about oh, you've seen this before. Hell with you. You cannot react.
That's right. Like I said, Taria is also the way she was the singer for the albums that brought me into Nightwish's world. So I'll always have a soft spot for her. The thing I always found interesting, if you look at her, her look, the very fair skinned, dark haired, kind of high cheekbones. I think my mother's always said that if they did a heavy metal Snow White, she would make a perfect Maleficent. So she kind of has that sort of dark, somewhat severe look going. When I say severe, I don't mean unpleasant. This thing's sort of yeah. But she's her personality just seems very fun and playful. So I agree with you. I like the way she's bouncing around. And this kind of song, it's such a bouncy, sort of playful, driving song. It's like you can't help but do that. So she's just sort of riding the current of the song's energy, which I love. And I think a song like this, her operatic training definitely helps both to get those long, sustained lines and just the rapid fire delivery of the words during the verses. I also like how the guitar will cut in and out. Like there will be a couple hits, then it'll stop. A couple hits, it'll stop. It gives that space, but there's that sort of like wriggling synth line that pulsates through the entire song. So if what the song makes me think of is the scene at the end of the Neverending Story when Bastion is riding Falcor through Fantasia. That's what I think when I hear the song.
Yeah, it's like bitches, I did it.
Like Falcor has like jet engines now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this period of Nightwish. This is heavier, more energetic sound. I absolutely adore it. So
yeah, I don't have a dog in that fight. In other words, that's the American way of saying I ain't in that shit. My name's Bennett. I ain't in it. Which I'm not, because I wasn't around for either time period, so I can love them both all the same. And would love to get around to hearing Annette at some point, because I found that a lot of times, even especially with a diehard band, a lover of any band, Tool, for instance, a lot of Undertow gets like, people are like, wow, what's wrong with this? A lot of Tool fans talk shit about it, but this is pretty damn good, you know. So a lot of times, songs may get overlooked by someone who they're just overplayed to. I mean, like, I will go back and listen to many songs that I think are overplayed. And remember, like, if I'm just showing you an example, sometimes I'm like, damn, I forgot how good this was, man. Really, like, we reacted to Ray Charles and Willie Nelson singing Seven Spanish Angels earlier. And I had forgotten how damn beautiful that song was. So, nothing like Nightwish, but good music is good music to me.
100%,
I don't
sir.
care where you're from or what language you speak. If you speak rock and roll,
hell yeah,
I'm cool with that. And there are many Michael Jacksons, Beat It, Hank Williams Jr.'s La Grange. There are many songs that are labeled one thing, but they are rock and roll all the way. All right. Let's back it up a little. Tarja, all I was going to say, man, her facial expressions are as good or better than Floor's.
Yes.
I love Floor's little peekaboo look she gives. And again, I think the fluidity in Floor's expressions are just more so than Tarja's, but does not make them more impactful or more powerful when she hits them right. If that makes any sense.
It makes perfect sense. I would also think that Tarja's training as like an opera singer is going to go into making her face super expressive. Like I said, even like just the use of the mouth to form the sound, there's going to be a lot of activity there. So
Yeah, Tarja is into a full character where Floor would just be kind of just waving those hips and the fan blowing the hair in her face. That's all she needs. Because you know, but Tarja is putting a lot more work into it. The stage act in these songs in particular. Not saying that Tarja works harder than Floor. Is seems like he's got himself out there in the middle. He's usually got a big bone like built around his around his setup there. I don't know if it's just called keyboards or not, but synthesizers maybe would be a better way to put it.
Yeah, the setup was a bit more low key here. Yeah, by the time they got to the Wacken 2013, he had that giant ornate keyboard setup.
He's still always he just looks happy to be doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
To be such a sad sorry excuse for a relationship on the other end, because they never work and he never finds that girl he writes so poetically about, or if he does, he never keeps her. To be such a songwriter with a sad ending usually, for a warm-hearted person to get let down. He seems to be in good spirits most of the time for someone that maybe sees the glass half full all the time, which the songwriting doesn't always mirror that.
I guess maybe the writing of the song for him is that's the time to express the sadness, but there's joy to be found in the performance of it.
Yeah. I'm going from comments of um, in our videos of people joking about Tomas's ability to never grasp that which he writes about, and to put it short and simple. So that was more or less me replying to several comments I've seen about, basically the poor guy, he writes these beautiful love songs and about this great woman who he desires, but apparently has never found her. Maybe is the best way I could say it. And again, I think you got me saying again. One of the biggest things I see and the difference and I can't help but talk about the differences between the two because it's the elephant in the room between Taria and Floor is I forgot. Hold on one second. All right. I ain't been gone with about 11 seconds. So the biggest thing I can see is the difference in, I think Floor can speak English a lot better than Taria. So maybe the transition from language to language has been easier for Floor, or she's been around people who speak more English than Taria, maybe. And again, like I say, maybe in the beginning of this video, and if you didn't hear it then, I will say it now. Props goes to anyone who can write music in several languages so that it's heard by many more people and to get your art out there. I don't think many Americans would be willing to do that. We would be far too lazy. And I'm saying that for just myself and some bands. I don't think Americans have ever had to face that problem. And that is a big problem, which we talk about a lot, is how the devil in LA or the California or the Hollywood, how everything has to go through there, or yet it's almost an insurmountable, never ending story of letdowns if you do not sign to the devil in LA, metaphorically, and maybe physically, literally. OGL?
You mentioned just comparing the two singers. It's going to happen because they both bring different things to the band, and there's certainly nothing wrong with pointing out the different colors that they bring to the overall painting that is Nightwish's sound. And again, obviously, the band has sound has changed over the years. They're still they're a bit heavier in this period, but Century Child, like if you remember, Everdream was a bit more streamlined. So I think you know Nightwish is a band that no matter what sound they adopt, they're always going to do it very well. Timos is a fantastic songwriter. He's come a long way as a lyricist. I think the next song we'll be doing off this album is Dead Boy's Poem. That's to me one of his, just one of the Nightwish songs. It's one of his best lyrical sets. Um, regarding as far as the linguistic, I think it could also be that the Finnish accent is much more noticeable than the Dutch. Again, I don't know either of their experiences speaking English, but I do know that the Finnish accent is the Finnish language in particular is very, very unique in some of its vowel structures and whatnot. So that could also be a part of it. But as you said, props to anyone that can sing in a tongue that is not their natural one. That's
Yeah, that's amazing to me. I was catching up on the lyrics a little bit while you were talking.
okay.
I'm just trying to get a feel for it. All right. Wow, look at that look in his face. I'm glad I caught that. That is Yuri or
Yuka.
Yuka.
Yeah.
You're a bad man, Yuka.
I was going to mention that Tumos and Tari, like all the rest of the band, just look, they're smiling, they're having fun. As I said, they're enjoying the exhilaration of the song, and Yuka's up there playing the drums, looking like he's gonna murder something.
Yeah, like,
But that's just yeah. Like I said, he's such an underrated part of the band sound. Like I said, I'm so glad that you noticed him like almost right off the bat because yeah, he's such a theatrical drummer, and he draws your eye to him. And there aren't a whole lot of drummers that are like that visually interesting. So props to him.
yeah. Yeah. Real quick, you were saying in the last outro that, you know, props to me for noticing a drummer. It's hard to do when you have an enigmatic front man or front woman like Floor. I was thinking, bro, I listened to Danny Carey and Maynard James Keenan. Come on. But yeah, that's just a joke between us. Enough Tool for this reaction. But Danny Carey is definitely known to be up there in the drumming gods. So the
Yeah, here he's
goats,
all right.
if you will. All right, let's and if Maynard isn't enigmatic, then I don't know who is. But yeah, definitely takes a lot to get the attention off onto a drummer in any in any music. Yeah, and he definitely does that. So props. I can see that the color theme is a little different. I love the black and gold she has on. If that's supposed to be gold, maybe that's bronze. No, I guess that would be. Maybe it could be a yellow color, but it seems to be black and gold. And that is Yuri there. Is that correct? That was calling Bret Hart?
That is Empu.
Empu. Okay. So I was on the black and gold. I was trying not to get the pink and black mixed up there. Yeah, so anyway, because there is pink and black on the stage. His guitar playing is so simplistically complicated. In other words, he's, as I said in the last video, he's not doing anything. He's not doing a whole lot of tricks on the guitar that I can't do. He's doing it much better than I can. But his timing and his tone are just amazing. I mean, I don't know if I've heard it before. You know, I heard the Nick Nocturnal and Elizabeth from the Charismatic Voice, Elizabeth Jaroff, do the What It Takes to Make a Nightwish Song. And although he does pretty well there, he doesn't find the tone.
Yeah.
That tone is, and a guitar player's tone is a lot like trying to ask a chef, a cuisine, a fucking really expensive chef. what their recipe is. And they're not going to tell you. I mean, ask KFC what the recipe is.
Right.
Ask Coca-Cola what their recipe is. Good Lord Almighty. That's been like a huge debate throughout the years. They do say that they have taken the real cocaine out of it. So maybe at one time Coke could have been a Greg head. Yeah, maybe at one time Greg could have been a cokehead, like a real one.
Yeah, when I heard that they put actual cocaine in Coca-Cola, that made me think, okay, so what about pot pies?
Well, they only put the leaves, you see?
I got you.
It's like me, I only put the leaves in my butter, you see?
Gotcha.
Yeah, fucking right. All right, so maybe butter on, move on to butter
If I could add
things.
something about Mr. Empu here.
He looks
I've heard.
fucking mad right there.
Dude, usually he's
But
just
yeah.
kind of sort of like a nice smile on his face. He's just concentrating very intently there, or maybe just sees a troll out in the audience. But he is a model.
Maybe somebody called him Bret Hart.
But yeah, like you mentioned, his tone is fantastic. I've always liked his sound, and he's just a model of fantastic efficiency. I don't think I've ever heard him play anything that was where there was a single note or quarter note or anything wasted. You know, his solos are always great. They're far too brief. He always kills when he's playing the riffs. A song like this, where there's like all sorts of lead lines, and he's alternating between different things, just sort of holding down chords and then playing like those riffs. And then that was basically like an interlude that you could almost play on a violin. He never overplays anything. He never overstays his welcome. Again, just every member of the band has got so much talent.
I agree. We'll give him a 10 here on 10. 10.
Oh, yeah.
2023.
I'd give him an 11, honestly.
I was just trying to put in a 10-10 joke.
That's
It is 10-10. Right. I still don't think he knows what I mean.
I still don't actually. 10-10?
The date. It's the 10th day of the 10th month. Today.
How about that? It is.
It's okay.
I work third shift, brother. It all bleeds together to me.
It does to me too. I just look down here on my computer. It tells me it's 10-10. So, wow. I love that guitar. What? That's like a champagne colored guitar.
Yeah.
Instead of a champagne supernova. Wow, that is a wicked looking guitar. The shape of it is I'm not familiar with. Telecaster maybe? Strat? No, it's not a Strat. Maybe it is a different kind of Strat. I don't know. You see those two things in front of his thumb? Those are the humbuckers. So if you have two sets of those double humbuckers, that's what you hear a lot of people talk about in wanting their guitars. Those are pickups is what they are, but the humbuckers are the ones that will angle and shift like that. I have humbuckers on my Washburn guitar.
It's an ESP guitar with Seymour Duncan pickups.
Well, so those are even better than humbucker is just a name. So those are the type of pickups I am referring to, though. Okay, I know there's going to be an ending finale there, so I'm going to back it up just a little. Copyright reasons. There he is, shredding that thing.
With a bizarre look on his face.
Yeah, that was really good. I enjoy this song. Can I ask? I'm sure she is, man. Is she singing the lyrics in English?
Yes. It's just
Okay. It's just really fast for me. Yeah, it's
and also like they're referencing a lot of things that may be from like fantasy languages.
Totally.
Yeah, like they find here like Grey Havens, Shalafay, Slem Moray, things like that, like things that are coming from fantasy novels that are in the context of the novel makes perfect sense, but just hearing them amongst a bunch of English words, it does sound a bit random. And like you said, the speed, it's it's a lot to take in at once.
Yes, it is. So I wanted to get to these lyrics at the end. I think they have a lot to do in common with Wishmaster. So let's go ahead and finish this out. Oh, Taria is so beautiful. I think what I was seeing earlier is this DVD has parts where it's in slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
So I think where they were trying to do that on the other version, it was just not doing as well, causing it to kick and spit a lot. Mm-hmm. Nightwish Army. So let's find a cool little spot here. Were we singing a song earlier about so we did the the Red Hot Chili Peppers Californication and what that was about, and I referenced thanks for all the fish, and how it was relevant to that song and maybe this one too. So that's what come to my mind. Like if these lyrics were being sang to me, anyone with an accent of any kind, they probably wouldn't make a lot of sense because they're referencing a lot of American type things. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, time is money and money is time. We wasted every single second dime on diets, lawyers, shrinks, and apps and flags and plastic surgery. Now, Willy Wonka, Major Tom, Ali, and Leia have moved on. Signal the final curtain call and all its atomic pageantry. So, yeah, Bravissimo is the reference to Queen, and Bravissimo is in the song, Queen's song, Bohemian Rhapsody. Hip hip hooray for the fireworks display, mind and body blown away, what a radiant crescendo. Yeah, so, ticker tape parade, our hair and skin like Marilyn Monroe in an after wind, our floor and an after fan. Yeah, so it goes on, we wasted every second dime on politicians, fancy water and guns and plastic surgery, like our Prince and Renee's mom. All the dolphins have moved on, signaling the final curtain call and all its atomic pageantry. So yeah, I was putting both songs together, but as Wishmaster would have a lot of references to different things like that, like the hook, and Blues Traveler had references to Peter Pan, and the Californication had references to different characters of fantasy.
It's
Also,
interesting how. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
wasn't this song we started off with the other version? I referenced Fantasy by Bad Company.
Bad Company.
And I guess that's where I got those song lyrics. But anyway, go ahead, Joe.
I was going to say, um, it's interesting how just sort of listening to music and how good music will sort of force you to expand your perception. Because I remember when I first started listening to bands like Nightwish or bands from other parts of the country, when the singer had a noticeable accent even when they sang. Because I know there are singers like Sheena Easton is really Scottish, but if you listen to her sing, there's no trace of an accent there. But you hear her talk and it's prominent. Um,
Ozzy.
yeah, with lyrics like this, when they're dealing with fantasy and sort of like exotic topics, exotic worlds, to me, an accent kind of helps contribute to that feeling of otherworldliness, like it's coming from someplace different, someplace unique. That's so. To me, the I've come to accept the accent sort of as a part of the atmosphere of the song.
Love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially like I said, when it comes from when it's a voice as beautiful as hers. Yeah, it definitely is an asset.
yeah. Thinking about watching Braveheart without the accents.
Right.
Or that's just the
Exactly.
first one popped in my head, but
Mhm.
um, yeah, it wouldn't be near as culturally significant.
Yes, 100%.
So yeah, I I love Nightwish, and this was great to see this concert. Great to see Taria in her own element, if you will, at the time, and just as I don't have a dog in the fight, it really gave me a sour taste in my mouth to hear she got her moving letter in a letter. So,
Yeah,
but I won't
literally walking papers.
speak
That's
no more about what I don't know. So we'll leave that at that. But yeah, what a sad way to get told you got to move on with different
agreed.
things.
But the key thing is Nightwish. They rebounded. I mean, even the albums they did with the Nets, they sold very well. There were great songs on them. Now they have Floor, who's perfect singer for them, and Taria's had a fantastic solo career. She's
And from what I
definitely
understand, that she's, or from what I could see, she's a um, it, copyright reasons. She tends to be able to sing any song she wants from her tenure in
yes.
Nightwish without any blowback or any that we
Yep.
can see publicly.
So I don't know if we'll ever react to it, but I have heard that she even did a bluegrass version of Sleeping Sun with a
There
band
you
called
go.
the
So,
Steven Seagulls. Yeah, so yeah, she's
and
been all over the place. And I'm happy that both entities are still doing well and making great music.
oh, it really made me smile and really it really made me happy to see her and Floor embrace and
Yes.
just smile and sing and uh, give each other the props there together. That was, and I don't think that had to do with anything Nightwish. That was just her and
Yeah.
with some shitty sound guy on the side.
Right.
If you've seen you know what I'm talking about. If you've seen,
Yes.
it's not just our reaction, it's the song. But yeah, they're both looking over like you son of a
Yeah.
bitch. I
They're
wouldn't
both
want them.
pros, but you could tell they were getting annoyed. Yeah.
I wouldn't want either lady mad at me, let alone
No, certainly
both
not.
simultaneously with metal things in their hands. So yeah. All right. So Nightwish Army. I was glad to be able to do this. We are definitely not going to leave Taria out nor Annette. Floor, we're coming back to you, girl, and we're going to finish the Wacken Festival because it is amazing. I just wanted to hear something outside of that because I have no reference points. Also, sorry to put so much Tool in the reaction. It's just me. I can't help it. And yeah, I'll apologize for the next time in advance.
Like I said, trust me, guys. When he makes a Tool reference, it's a compliment to the band. That is currently being reacted to. So, but yep, it's a tricky balancing act to get all this Nightwish and the floor and all that stuff going on. And I haven't even gotten into the stuff from Marco's band and his solo album and Annette's solo work. And that's what it's a price to pay when you react to a band this talented. So,
I hear there's a Norwegian singer named Jorn. I'm going
yep.
to get to that pretty soon as well.
Oh, yeah. So, Nightwish Army, horror fans, thank you all so very much. All of y'all, we appreciate it. Thanks for taking this journey with us. We'll be seeing you around. Dead Boys Poem coming soon.
OGT, OGL, howdy.